Welcome, guys, to episode number 121 of the Followers of the Force podcast. It's been a while since we've done a new show, but we're here. Myself, David, along with Rachel, Jason, and Emily. And I think Meg will be coming back tonight later, so she'll be coming on soon. And we've got a lot to talk about today.
She was going to come in Friday or Saturday and surprise y'all, but we canceled the live. So
yeah, we did. We've had to do a lot of cancellations because our lives are crazy. Okay, we've got a lot to talk about, and unfortunately, we're going to start off on not great news. But I know that a lot of you have read the making of books by J.W. Rinzler, and he passed away recently at the age of 58 after an 11-month-long battle with pancreatic cancer. Unfortunately, I haven't read the making of books just because I've been having issues finishing books lately, and but those are definitely on my list. I don't know, have you guys read like his work, and if you have, talk about it a little bit, because I mean, this guy has been.
I didn't know I had one, but I'm looking at it right now on my bookshelf. I have the Star Wars storyboards that I guess is the editor on and the writer on. It's the original trilogy, and it's just all the storyboards that they used to shoot the original trilogy. It's really cool. It's a really cool book.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He also did the. Sorry, he did the making of Indiana. We are so on a delay.
No. I was going to agree with you, Rachel. Yeah, he did the making of Indiana Jones.
Sorry, I'm going to see Raiders at the drive-in tonight. So.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
That'll be fun.
I'm taking my dog to the drive-in because that's a hot date.
What about you, Emily? Have you read those books?
I've not, but I think I would enjoy them. So yeah, I will add them to my list.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, you can just see on, for you guys that are active on Twitter, anyone who's read the books or anyone who has just any familiarity with him, like it's a tough loss. And I mean, at 58 years old,
he was
battling
young.
cancer, you just don't want to see that.
Pancreatic cancer is a really rough one. That's what took Alex Trebek too.
Yeah.
But did he just do the making of books? I thought he wrote like some regular books too. I know he did.
No. He's written a lot. He's written a lot. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
I'm just not super familiar with his work. But yeah.
I mean, I only have the one. It's really cool. I really like it. So.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, if y'all haven't read any of them, I mean, that'd be a nice thing to do. Just, remember his memory, and the way he impacted and was able to chronicle a lot of the making of processes of these movies. It's really amazing. But now moving on to other news.
More sad news.
More sad news, because these prices are absolutely insane.
Oh, I didn't see the prices. Okay, you'll have to tell me, because I looked deep into it.
I'll look it up.
Thousands.
Oh my god!
I'll look at so the person
I saw like a 2-bedroom thing, $4,000 or something like that, or like $5,000 or something like that.
So
that's
Brandon,
per person in that group. That's like double occupancy is like $4,000 per person. $4,000.
Yeah. So.
If
you'd like to donate to our Patreon.
Yeah. I mean, if I had it to spend, I could spend like a $20 bill, I'd do it. But I don't.
God, me too.
Yeah, no.
Well, as I was reading through the itinerary, I'm like, this sounds really bougie. It sounds like we're the elite.
Okay, so here are the prices, and I found this on Brandon's Twitter from Talking Bay 94. So, oh man. Okay. So 2 guests per cabin will be $1,209 per guest per night and the entire voyage will be $4,809. Okay.
For 2 people.
For 2 people.
Each person.
Each
I think,
person.
isn't it?
Yes.
For 2 people for 2 nights. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then 3 guests per cabin, 2 adults, 1 child. It'll be $889 per guest per night, or $5,299 for your entire trip. And then 4 guests per
Wait.
cabin. It'll be 3 adults, 1 child. You'll understand when I read what's included. So 4 guests per cabin, 3 adults, 1 child, $749 per guest per night, or $5,999. So you can round up on that one. And
Multiple thousand.
here's
So we need to find a kid on the street. We got a kid.
Stay
Like
with,
the
you know,
Titanic trying to get him in a lifeboat. I have
And,
a child.
the
That's me
child.
carrying my wiener dog anywhere.
Can we
So,
borrow Megan's baby?
oh man. Okay. So this is what's included in that trip. And it says price based on a cabin room at Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser. The number of packages available is limited. All packages are a 2-night experience. Package includes entry to Disney's Hollywood Studios for 1 day, which is on day 2 of the experience. This admission ticket expires at midnight prior to departure date and is non-upgradable, non-transferable, non-refundable, and excludes activities/events separately priced. Package includes 2 breakfast meals, 2 lunch meals, and 2 dinner meals per guest, with gratuity included for dinners, and one quick service meal consisting of 1 entree and either 1 non-alcoholic beverage, or if age 21 or over, 1 alcoholic beverage, or for guests ages 3 or 9, 1 combo meal from the children's menu offerings to be used in the theme park only. Entertainment and experiences on board subject to change without notice or liability. So this is legit, basically a regular cruise itinerary.
It is,
Like,
Yes,
but
but
legit.
I don't
But
go on
that's-
Disney cruises. Cruises are a lot with Disney, but I go on, like, if you go on a Carnival cruise, it's cheaper than another vacation if you go on the off season.
Yeah.
But like,
My thing is, especially for locals, in my opinion, and I was just talking to my dad about this. I was like, listen, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. You know, I will spend money on a lot of things. But you've got to be crazy to think that I'm going to spend $1,200, you know, whatever amount you want to throw on it, to just drive 25 minutes right over there to pretend that I'm getting taken to space. Now, if you told me
it might
that-
be cheaper than actually going to space with Jeff Bezos.
that's fair. But like, if they would have built a like Star Wars themed cruise ship where you actually do sail somewhere, let's say
That's coming.
you sailed to I don't know what actual locations can you go to that are safe. Like, let's say a cruise. You take a cruise to Ireland, and you do like a little round. You stop at Skellig Michael as part of a Star Wars experience. Like, I would do that. I would spend money for that. But those prices are just
Right.
a little insane. But if you're out of the state, and if you don't go to Disney, and this is like your one time to splurge, then I say for sure do it. But if I live here, I'll just go to Hollywood Studios for $150.
Well, most people don't live there.
Well,
Yeah,
right. That's what I'm
I
saying. If
feel
you
like
live here, you do that.
if I made a certain amount of money, it's not like I'm being a millionaire, but it would be more than I make now. If I made a certain amount of money and I could justify saving for 2 years and saving that amount, I would do it in a heartbeat.
Well, you all know how I feel about cruise ships, so I would not prefer a cruise ship because
Yeah, but it's a
I'm
cruise
more
ship
related.
that never leaves.
I do not
I
like
got
cruise ships. But
so
that said,
sick last time I was on a cruise.
Yeah.
that said, even before I knew the prices, it really didn't seem that interesting to me. Like and maybe that's just my personality. Like immersive experiences like that just like make me anxious. But I can see if you have kids how it would be kind of cool.
Right.
You know what turned me off in the commercial is the rooms look very small. They seem very
That's the size. That's the size of a cabin in a cruise ship, though. Like they're building this to scale.
$4,000 to be claustrophobic for 2 days. I don't think I want to do that.
Let me tell you about cruise ship cabins. If your relationship is already on the rocks, do not go on a cruise with that person because you don't want to be stuck in one of those cabins with a person you don't actually like that much.
Yeah, you are not wrong.
Relationship advice from a woman who did this last year.
So is it like a hotel?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it? But does it look like a spaceship, or is it just inside? It looks like
I think inside. I drove by the construction,
and it looks
when I was working at Disney, and it looked like a building. I mean,
it'd be kind of fun if they made it look like a portal on the outside. So
yeah,
you, walk in.
so the idea is you go in.
You cross into the galaxy.
Yeah, you get onto sort of like a shuttle, and then it feels like you're getting taken to the actual ship, and then I guess when the doors would open, it's like you're in the actual ship. But it's just like to separate yourself from parking your car and getting your bags.
Yeah.
And like, dude, I'm just in a building. Like,
yeah, and it's only 2 nights. Like, when you started to break down, it includes the meals, I was like, okay, I can kind of see it. But still, like, when I was a kid, I think that would be our budget for the week, not for 2 nights.
Right.
So.
Yeah. And you only
that's more than I planned on spending on a Disney vacation. And it's only like a part of a day at the park. You go to Hollywood Studios in the morning because they get you on Rise Up, but you're guaranteed to be on Rise Up the Resistance.
Yeah.
And then I think you do Rise of the Resistance.
You better for $4,000.
Yeah. Something else. Do Smuggler's Run, get lunch, and go back.
Yeah. But this is like talking about the money, and this is a little off topic, but Disney right now is they just unveiled what they're doing over at Disneyland Paris for fast passes. They're going to now be charging people to get a fast pass per guest per ride. And it's like 15 euros. So let's say I wanted to ride Space Mountain and I have a family of 4 with me. I now have to spend $15 or 15 euros per each member of my family to ride Space Mountain. They get to get a fast pass. When before, if you went to Disney, your fast pass was just, if you had the time, you got it, and if you didn't, you didn't. And now it's like a pay to enjoy kind of thing.
That's what they like. Six Flags does. They charge for a fast pass.
Yeah, and I know Universal does it too. But it's like
I don't think it's going to go over well for Disney. I don't think they'll try it on Disney in the States because I don't think it's going to go over well.
I don't think they should. If they do,
Disney in the States, Disney World people are a specific type of Disney people, and they're crazy.
Yeah, they're a different breed. For sure.
When I went to Disney a few years ago, and I started getting in Disney trip groups because as soon as I came back, I realized I wanted to go back and I wanted to plan more and do more. So I joined a couple of Disney trip groups. Do not do that. The moms in those groups are nuts. They're nuts. They have it planned down to the minute.
No offense if you're a mom in a Disney trip
No,
group.
they're just like, it's one of those people that like literally they have their trip in like 2025 planned to the day already, and I'm like,
oh, my sister did that when they went Christmas of 2020 or no Christmas of 2019. Like they had planned out every princess. My niece saw every princess
and
all 4 of the parks.
that's fine, but you got to admit that there's a certain level of weird that is. And I am that level of weird for some things, but I'm not that organized.
Well, what was funny about it was the day that my sister lined up all the princesses for Hartley for their trip. Hartley was so mean to her and just was throwing tantrums, and she was like, if she only knew what I spent the day doing for her, maybe she would be so mean to me.
Oh man, but yeah, so it's
I got to meet Belle. That was the only thing that I had on my Disney bucket list that year was I got to see Belle. I was 25.
But yeah, it's just it just depends on what you want to get out of that experience. Like, obviously, if in my own personal opinion, I don't think anyone who wants to get the most out of it, I don't think you should book during this first wave.
Oh no,
because it's not going to run smoothly.
Oh no.
Not at all.
Nothing,
and you're not going to enjoy it.
Nothing runs smoothly.
Right. So,
have any of y'all read? Have you guys read the book Jurassic Park?
Yes, I have.
I have not.
It's very good.
It's really good, but it's very different than the movie. And there's this point in it that in the movie you get the idea that John Hammond is trying to make this park, because people are going to enjoy it. But in the book, he goes, no, the primary purpose of Jurassic Park is to make money. Lots and lots of money. And that's I'm like, every now and then, as much as I like their things, I get reminded that Disney is a gigantic corporation that exists to make money.
Oh, yeah. That's why with Scarlett Johansson suing them, I'm like, if it was in our contract, Disney has enough money. I mean, Scarlett Johansson has a lot of money too. It's kind of more the principle of the thing. Like, if no one is there to challenge Disney, someone needs to challenge Disney every once in a while, I think.
I am the world's biggest Disney shill after David. But best meme I've seen though is General Hux in Rise of Skywalker says, I don't need ScarJo to win. I just need the mouse to lose.
Oh my god. But
anyway, sorry, tangent. I'm listening to Jurassic Park for the 5th time on audiobook.
I've been meaning to reread it. It's very good.
Oh, it's so good. I love it.
It's just like I get that. And obviously if you're a company, you need to make money. Otherwise your company will not exist. Now, you also have to think about the people that buy your things,
are loyal,
that spend money at your park, that have been doing so for a very long time. And if you start to price them out of it by taking away things that were always included, like fast passes, like if you stayed at a Disney resort, you got, extra magic hours or something like that, parking. Which now they're moving. Yeah, even parking, which now parking is insane. $40.
I know part of it is Disney did lose a lot of theme park money during the pandemic, but I mean,
there are other ways to recoup that.
How many other billions did they make on Disney Plus as we were all stuck inside for weeks?
Yeah. And I mean, I think if you wanted to raise ticket prices, fine. To me, I understand that. If you wanted to, make certain cuts here and there that wouldn't impact sort of, I don't know, I guess enjoyment of the park, then fine. But if you start just taking away what used to always be there, then that's all right, then why am I coming?
Yeah. I think there should really, at least with this Galactic Starcruiser, there should be different tiers.
Yeah.
So that it is open to more people. Because from their perspective, I can see Star Wars is a big deal. There will be people who pay this amount of money. They're probably going to be booked no matter what. Yes. But you're right. You do cut off a whole group of people, and that's not necessarily a nice thing to do.
Yeah, and that the people that are going to go, I agree with you, and I think they'll go down if enough people. I think they'll go down depending on that first, grouping of dates. If people say this is amazing, then they'll probably keep it and maybe even raise it depending on, what they could add or whatnot. But if people say this sucks, who knows? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, and I hate the pricing, and I think it's silly to spend that much money. But if I had it, I want to stay on a Starcruiser.
If I had it, I would do it. I just can't. I can't justify it because, like,
I can't justify
I'm
4
here.
months worth of.
I don't know. Like, I could either save up to buy a house or keep up with my bills and my car, or just, say, all right, you got a few thousand. I'm gonna go.
You could probably buy a decent used car with about $4,000. So
That's
also
that's
if
what
you're
I
in Orlando and want to buy a house, David can hook you up.
I can hook you up.
Yeah, there you go.
DavidMStriano.com. Let me know.
Oh, and we mentioned it in passing, but we did have more happy news on the pod.
We had more what?
Happy news. You mentioned it in passing. We would like to welcome our newest pod member.
We do have a new pod
Lyra. If any of y'all are watching.
Is it Lyra?
Megan. Lyra.
Lyra. Oh, yeah, because of the Rogue One.
Yep.
Yeah.
I only cried for like 2 hours when I realized Megan had her baby and named her after a character in Rogue One. It was fine. I hadn't slept for like 3 days. It was fine.
Yeah. Congrats to
Megan. And baby.
She's probably, just hanging out. We'll see.
Yeah.
God, Lyra was such a what a chunker. Super cute.
Oh God,
very cute.
Oh, with the full head of hair.
I know.
I know. Big head.
Big baby. Like 9 pounds, right?
Yeah, somewhere around 9 pounds.
She didn't even.
So,
we never saw her in person, but she didn't even look that big.
I'm just gonna say this.
No,
Lyra, if you ever watch this 15, 20 years from now, we were your mom's friends and probably still are. We're just
Maybe.
in our
after we've talked about her.
We're like nearing or over 50, getting near 60, who knows. So hope you're doing well and college was fun. All right. So next,
hope the robot overlords weren't too bad.
Yeah. Next, we've got Mandalorian.
Yep.
Mandalorian finale.
I did not look more into this except for the headline.
Oh yeah, and
that sounds like
I only needed to see one picture, and that was spoiler alert. If you don't want to know, turn this off right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark Hamill was in the episode, and he held the goddamn baby.
Really?
So he did. He did.
Oh,
I don't know if you saw that picture.
That's probably the most shocking
I didn't.
to me, and I haven't even seen it yet. Because
sorry, I'm losing my
I just assumed there was another actor, and they just put his face on. He did the voice, but apparently he did everything.
I will show you. Here it is.
Sounds bad that they shaved him, but he's gone.
I saw this on the officially_Star Wars Instagram page, and if you don't want to see this, look away.
I want to see it.
If you do want to see it, then I'm going to show you. So it is Mark Hamill with R2 and Grogu in his Return of the Jedi black robes.
I cannot believe they were able
Chanel
to keep
boots.
this a secret.
I know. Oh, there he is.
You gotta with Mark Hamill though. I mean, like my friend and I were talking, right? When Rise of Skywalker was there, they would literally take cast members' cell phones when they got to the set because this is such a secret project. And my friend Robin said Mark Hamill's gonna have a hard time because he can't tweet about the stupid crap Donald Trump is saying right now because that's Mark Hamill's favorite hobby. And I said, no. If one cast member is allowed to keep his phone, it's Mark Hamill because that man kept the "I am your father" secret for a year before that movie was released. That man is allowed to know secrets.
Yeah. I was not expecting that either.
That picture is so beautiful. It's like the legacy of Star Wars in his hands.
Yes, it is.
It's just.
I was not expecting that. I thought it was the other guy the entire time. And I don't mean to be rude by just saying the other guy. I just don't know his name.
Yeah, whoever the stunt guy that did You know, they don't think that was Mark Hamill doing all the lightsaber stuff, but it could have been. Who knows? But
they did 2 runs. They did 2 runs. One was a stunt guy, and one was Mark Hamill making lightsaber noises.
Yeah, probably. But I figured they would do this because I remember was it last year? No, couldn't have been last year. Wait, it was last year.
Yes.
We're in 2021, right?
It? We are.
What year is it?
I don't know what you're talking about, so I don't know when it was.
The gallery episodes. I noticed that
they did everything but the
finale.
Episode.
And I was like, wait. Oh, you gotta
so
watch
behind. I'm such a fake fan.
It's okay. I also haven't watched it, Emily. Fist bump through screen.
I was like, they have to show this because this is like, you know, one of the most exciting parts of the season.
Yeah.
So now we're finally getting it, and it makes sense that they didn't want to say anything about it and kind of cut it down to like a 10-minute segment rather than giving it its own episode. So that's exciting. I really hope that George was on set for that.
Yeah.
Because that would have been
This might make me cry again. Guys, I have not slept enough. This is the one that I'm really excited for.
The gallery episode is all about just that episode, though, right? I mean, because they already did the rest.
They did everything else.
And that was like an hour. And yeah, you're right. I'm glad they didn't just tack it on the last 5 minutes of that one thing. It's like, then Mark showed up.
Yeah. So showed up.
Hey, we had this guy come on set. We don't know who he is, but apparently he's involved.
Yeah.
Hold him in.
Well, it would be funny if like Mark Hamill was on the set of every Star Wars thing, and it's like he's like, "You need me? Okay, well, I'll just sit here. You need me?
I'm here.
Okay,
I'm right around the corner."
They made him go to the first read through for Force Awakens, and they actually made him. They had Mark Hamill read the stage directions because he was there and he didn't have anything. There's pictures of him just like chilling because he's just like, I'm just going to sit on the couch with Carrie for a while. Anyway, this next story is one that I freaked out about for a while as well.
We both did it at the same time.
Yeah, you just undid it. I did it and you undid it.
Sorry, I didn't
Rachel's getting feisty tonight.
Sorry, Rachel's used to running this because David has a life and Rachel doesn't.
So, on October 1st, on Disney Plus, we're getting Lego Star Wars Terrifying Tales.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to see if I find this is from an article by CNET. And it says, the special will see Poe and BB-8 making an emergency landing on volcanic hellscape planet Mustafar, where they're forced to go on an adventure in Darth Vader's castle and hear 3 creepy tales from different eras of Star Wars. Along with typical dark side baddies like Vader and Emperor Palpatine, the streaming special will focus on Ren, who preceded Ben Solo as leader. Oh, that's interesting. Who preceded Ben Solo as a leader of the Knights of Ren. Hold on.
It's not canon though. It's not technically canon.
I just want to say this.
Excuse you, Sweater Poe is in fact canon.
You're telling me that we're getting, while it's not canon, we're getting a fleshed out story of the Knights of Ren in, excuse my language, a fucking Lego special.
Isn't that the best
in the movie?
It's like we got Finn being trained as a Jedi in a fucking Lego special, David. Lego is giving the people what they want. And I would like Poe Dameron in another sweater. Disney, call me.
And don't get me wrong. I love Lego Star Wars. That holiday special was the best thing I saw last year.
It's the best Star Wars movie.
The best? Wait.
Okay, one of the best things.
We just talked about Luke Skywalker.
I know. One of the best. It was one of the best things.
Look, it's the best. Like, it's the Lego special and then Rogue One for my favorite Star Wars movies. Okay,
I have not seen any of them.
The Lego special.
Oh, you have to watch the one that's on. The one from last year is good.
I think I would like them. A fake fan, I know.
So funny.
God, how are you on a Star Wars podcast?
I interviewed. David chose me.
Yeah. Maybe
Admittedly,
she had 2
he
cards.
did not choose anyone. He chose
She had
everyone.
2 cards just reading the screen. And I was like, she knows her stuff. No.
Well,
Excuse me.
Also,
God.
in it is the guy from Rogue One that was running Vader's castle. So the guy that's like bowing when Krennic shows up.
Yeah.
Tony Hale.
He's apparently in the Darth Vader comics, and he's.
What'd you say about Tony
His
Hale?
name is like Vernier. His name is Tony Hale is going to be the voice of that guy. And so, if you got Tony Hale, it's going to have a pretty big part. I imagine he's probably going to be the one telling the stories. But but like I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about this because the Lego Holiday Special was delightful.
Yeah, and I'm ready for Halloween season.
Do you know who's voicing Ren?
Yeah,
Take a guess.
I remember it was somebody famous, but I don't remember who it was.
Mark Hamill.
No.
He does a good villain.
He does. Rachel, do you have a guess?
I don't remember. I read it and I couldn't tell you right now.
Jason, do you have a guess?
I could guess, but I already know.
Oh, you already know who it is?
Yeah, I know who it is.
Oh, well, for anyone who...
Are you asking if you want me to tell you, were you still guessing?
No, I'll just say it now. The person playing Ren is none other than Christian Slater. So he is voicing Ren.
How would we have guessed that?
That's why it was
in the press release.
I would have never guessed. Okay, so the Lego shows and shows are considered canon adjacent rather than fully part of the continuity.
Which doesn't really mean anything.
What does that mean?
It means it's canon until it doesn't.
It's canon
until they decide something else.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're telling me that Palpatine,
it's canon until it's not.
As he fell, he turned good.
Yeah, it's like it gives them an out
special.
Where they don't have to stick with what they do.
Look, I feel like as you fell down a reactor shaft, no matter how evil you were, you'd have some regrets on the way
Yeah, you'd
down.
probably start praying a little bit.
Yeah, you're like, I made a mistake somewhere. I don't know where.
God,
but I made a
mistake.
God, it's me again.
But yeah, so that's coming. And damn, we are getting really
close. Poe in another sweater. Put Poe in another sweater. That's all I want out of my life.
Well, now I know what to look forward to when I watch the rest of them.
Yes.
There's only one Lego special. The rest are just like these like
the Freemaker adventures. Yeah.
Which I don't know.
I haven't played any of the games either.
My niece and I got into Lego Star Wars a couple weekends ago. So now I've been practicing on my Xbox because I have to be.
The games are really fun.
The Lego, I love the Legos.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the big one to come out. That is never going to come out.
Okay, so what do we got next?
Well, we were hoping Meg would be here for this, but I have the stuff pulled up. High Republic Wave 3 was announced.
Cool.
The adult novel will be The High Republic, The Fallen Star by Claudia Gray.
Ooh.
The young adult novel is called Midnight Horizon by Daniel Jose Older. Middle grade novel, Mission to Disaster by Justina Ireland. And the young reader book, where did it go? Oh, never mind. That's just an adaptation. And then there will be Tempest Runner, which comes out at the end of this month, which is about Lorna D. And other comics focusing on other characters. And they started saying the third wave was announced with the tagline about the light of the Jedi's going out. So I feel like they're going to hurt us again.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Not me. I haven't read it.
Just what I need is more Star Wars publishing making me cry.
Yeah. Have you finished Rising Storm yet, David?
I haven't read anything.
I haven't started it.
Haven't read anything.
I really liked the first one.
Right there.
I didn't read Light of the Jedi. I just read Rising Storm, so I can't really talk.
Light of the Jedi I thought was really good, but I still need to read Rising Storm.
I read Light of the Jedi, and I read
Into the Dark.
Into the Dark, yes.
If you want something short that you can focus on during the pandemic, do not discount the middle grade novels because they're like hella cute. Like, it's
I have that one too.
It's so cute.
Justina Ireland and Danny Jose Older, they do really, really good with those books.
It was just a cute little adventure story, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Hopefully, on another show, Meg can talk more about the new wave and because I'm sure she's read everything.
Yeah. We can talk more about it on Saturday if she's. I
for sure.
She'll be on Saturday.
I'm really looking forward to
explain the whole High Republic to me.
All right.
I'm really trying to get through. Oh, you go, Rachel.
I said I'm really looking forward to Tempest Runner because I really liked Lorna D.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know that's getting a full cast.
I'm still trying to read the second Thrawn book.
I never got through the first one. The names got too long.
What is the Ascendant Rise? What is it even called?
It's the second one is
Greater Good.
Ascendant.
Yes.
Greater Good.
Greater Good. Yeah,
Greater
I'm
Good.
halfway through it, and I liked the first one, but this one there's a
that's
whole
what
like
that's what I've been hearing.
A whole
it's
B plot that is. I don't know where it's going, and I feel like it's focusing on that a little. Like it's more like a plot, and then Thrawn is just in it like a little bit. So I'm only halfway through it, so we'll see. This has been your Thrawn segment of the news.
Rachel, the next story.
Yes, I added another story because I forgot about it.
Go for it.
This is like barely rumor, but nobody talked to me. Felicity Jones would be open to returning to Star Wars. Nobody talked to me. Yesterday was the greatest day of my life.
Wait, I have questions. I just saw what you posted. I mean, what did she actually say?
I didn't get a chance to watch the full interview, but basically it was her somebody asking, well, if they had a way to have you come back as Jyn Erso in a prequel or another, would you be open to coming back? Which is what they ask a lot of Star Wars actors. They ask you and that they've asked, and she absolutely said that if they ever approached her for a prequel or there was something she could do in Andor, she would absolutely come back to Star Wars. So look, okay, I am a stickler usually for plot and story, but they could come back tomorrow and tell me the phrase somehow Ben Solo returned, and I would accept that and move on with my life.
Yeah,
I would take it.
With like she's mostly robot. She has
robot
eyes.
I would be okay with it. But Disney, she's ready to come back, so please give me my Rebel Rising Disney Plus series. You don't even have to follow the book. There's like 3 years where they say like 3 things she did, and you could easily do that.
Here's the way that you bridge Star Wars with Marvel.
What if?
Right before Scarif is, obliterated.
Massively obliterated.
Jyn and Cassian are on the beach, right? But right before they're going to die, who saves them other than Owen Wilson and the TVA from Loki? And there you go. They're alive. They're variants.
I was just going to whip them into the world between worlds. Just whip them in there, let the blast go, and be like, yo, yeet.
Yeet them out of there.
Yeah. I don't know. I just was excited because it's lesser than other people, but people don't always ask Felicity Jones about Star Wars because she's done a bunch of other stuff too, and that's not a super popular, I guess, thing. They usually ask people like Ewan and stuff like that about going to Star Wars, and Daisy, and I'm just like, no, literally, there's like a whole section in Rebel Rising that's literally like she spent a year on Takodana. It's one sentence, and I'm like, I would watch so many shows about that 1 year.
Yeah.
So Alberto and I from Rebel Radio had an idea. Like they used to have the Tales from Jabba's Palace, Tales of the Bounty. We want Tales from Maz's Castle about everyone that has passed through that castle over 1,000 years.
That would be pretty
That would be cool.
That would be
so
good.
many different people.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they took the whole Clone Wars into 3 years, so
that is very true. Well, does anybody else have a...
Wait.
Just in time. Look who's back. Oh,
I'm here.
Hello.
Yay!
welcome back.
Oh my god, hi, stranger.
Hi, I missed you, all of you.
You're
Missed
so
you
tan.
too.
Very
Yep,
fan.
I sure am.
Okay, I've been seeing the pictures of the dog, and your dog didn't come on to say hi. Like,
It's a miracle that she's sleeping right now. Just let it be.
story of my life.
Well, you came back just in time because one of the stories that we were saving, and we touched on it just a little bit, but we know that you are the resident just connoisseur of the publishing side of Star Wars. So, what are your thoughts on Wave 3 of the High Republic? Inform us.
I am ready to be hurt. I am ready for all of these authors to destroy me.
That's
Listen,
exactly what I said in so many words.
if you think they've hurt us bad now, just wait. Something really bad is going to happen, and if you're not ready for it, I'm sorry, you gotta be.
Yeah.
Because it's happening whether you're ready or not.
Meg, it always
100%.
seems like you have inside knowledge, like you've been in the writer's room.
I mean, no.
She's just read. If you've read Rising Storm, you know they're going to hurt us again because they hurt us bad enough in that
I
one.
need to read Rising Storm.
You got
I also was confused and terrified enough that I think I might have just yelled "What the hell" at Hannah for about 45 minutes after I finished Rising Storm. I just sort of screamed. It was not a human scream.
Oh no.
I'm just like, what happened, and why am I scared of a book, Hannah?
I mean, Kevin Scott, he's in trouble. He's not being very nice to anyone right now. It's fine.
I don't think that Wave 3 is gonna get any better in terms of what's happening to certain characters.
No.
However, and that's it. I haven't even read Rising Storm and a couple of the other books, but just the general consensus on Twitter is that lives are being ruined. So,
Yep. That is correct.
Is this the last wave of this era?
It is the last wave of the first phase.
so we're doing Marvel stuff. Phase 1.
Yeah,
phase
I
1 of
think at this point there are 3 phases planned. That might be it. We don't know.
New characters after this phase.
You know what? It depends on who dies in Wave 3. I guess we're just gonna have to see.
Also like Marvel in that way.
Right.
I think it's funny because everybody who I've talked to about Rising Storm, they have like a different character or two that they die to protect, and it's like everybody has their like specific person.
Everybody lost their mind when Kevin Scott tweeted out a picture of just a pile of rocks.
Oh God, no!
And I was like, dude, you better not. Don't do it.
Well,
Yeah.
the guy that I
Don't do
was
it.
growing attached to in Light of the Jedi died in Light of the Jedi. I'm like, he was my one.
Oh no.
It's okay. There's Ty, who is like we don't know her history, but they're gonna tell us more about her, and I would die for her. But I have a feeling that I'm gonna be hurt.
Yeah.
That is the exciting thing of this new phase with the new characters is you don't know what their fates are going to be.
By exciting, you mean freaking terrifying?
I mean,
Should be.
you pretty much have to expect at this point that anyone that you fall in love with is going to be in danger. So
Unless they're in the prequels and then they die. Order 66.
Nobody in Star Wars is ever really dead unless I fancy the character, in which case they're immediately dead and stay dead.
Yeah, they stay dead.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
They don't get resurrected.
Except, I don't know. She might come back.
I'm waiting for the prequel Rebel Rising series with Felicity Jones. Nobody talk to me. You don't kill my buzz. As I'm gesturing with my Sabine Wren helmet.
It could happen.
It could
It's
happen.
Don't ask questions.
Could happen. You never know.
I just feel like
R2 and I are gonna go chill.
These books have been published so quickly. Like
yes,
so quickly.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, because they did the first wave came out at the beginning of the year, right?
Yeah,
I think was it just
I think it's all been this year.
It's crazy.
I think so.
Yeah, because the first wave was
they're gonna do all 3 waves in 2021.
I think it's wave 3, isn't it? Late this year, maybe early next year. Meg, I don't remember exactly the date.
January, I believe, January 2022. The other thing that we don't know though is the first set of books was supposed to come out last year.
Oh, okay,
okay. Because of reasons that we don't need to talk about. So I don't know if that's going to be like the same, like if they're going to spread them out more next time.
Yeah. Well, and since the authors are kind of rotating, like normally it's like a book a year for an author of a series, but since you have multiple authors working on it, I can see how it's easier to pump them out.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh man,
we're
gonna get a lot. I mean,
yeah.
I feel like they're both feeding us like all of this great content, and at the same time, like we're all lactose intolerant, and it's going to give us a stomach ache. It's the two-sided coin here. It's great, and there's pain coming.
So much pain.
There is pain coming.
My
100%.
friend posted today. He jokes every time he goes to Culver's, he ends up as Order 66. And he's like, once again, Culver's is telling me to eliminate the Jedi. And somebody goes, oh, I'm not that big of a Star Wars fan. What does Order 66 mean? And I'm like, pain, sir. It means pain.
It means pain. Oh, man. Well.
Sorry, there was a really weird noise out my window.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. We don't need this to go to the
paranormal. I think it was a bug. I think maybe like... I don't know. Some sort of maybe
Halloween
frogs.
Special has started at Emily's.
Probably frogs. It's probably frogs. It's probably frogs.
It's probably not a clown.
Why would you say that? My blinds are open. Like there could be a face right there.
Well, don't think about that. Then you're just gonna get even.
In my head.
Oh no.
We are not the people to hang out with if you're scared, because we're all going to be like, oh my god, look what's behind you.
Yeah. And look, I was about to say you froze, and that's whatever was over at Emily's house is now just completely teleported and gone to your house. But
I'm ready.
Does anybody else have any Star Wars news that they would like to talk about as we wrap up here?
I saw a really cute tattoo online the other day of X-Wing and a TIE fighter. It was like one of those like really simplistic tattoos.
Oh, it's a line,
I don't have any
like
tattoos.
The line tattoos?
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, that's really cute because they kind of look like constellations.
Yeah.
But it was like the X-Wing and Darth Vader's TIE fighter. It was really cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that is cool.
Anybody else have anything?
No, I have the ability to add banners, so all of mine get added to the list.
Yeah.
Well, Megan, welcome. Meg, I always do this. I always say Megan, Meg. Meg.
One of them was on vacation. One of them was having a baby. Okay.
Yeah.
There's two very different
things. Two different
things.
Right. Welcome back. Hopefully, we can, if everybody is available on Saturday, do the happy hour, catch up on all the things, talk about the insanity that is the Galactic Starcruiser and those prices. But yeah, so I already went on my rant about that at the beginning of the show. But yeah, anyway, guys, I hope that you enjoyed the show. If you're watching this on the replay, let us know what you thought.
We're sorry.
Yeah, apologies for some of the stuff. Rolling banner on the bottom, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, TeePublic. You can do all that stuff. Follow us, buy your merchandise, and just keep up with what we're doing. And new episodes of Words Between Worlds on Mondays. If you want to watch us live stream it on Patreon, that happens Friday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Saturday night happy hour on at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And then every other Wednesday, unless we're busy, the new show on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So thank you guys once again. And Jason's got something. What do you got, Jason?
I listened to the Colors episode that I wasn't there for. Two things. A, it was fascinating. And B, I realized, because we hadn't done one, I was like, oh, I miss these guys. I haven't talked to them in a long time. So
yeah, it was really fun.
Missed everybody. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
So
who knew we could talk for almost an hour and a half about colors?
But it was really good.
Says a lot.
We had a lot of fun.
We did. But all right, guys.
We didn't cry.
We did not.
What?
We did not.
We did not cry.
Wow.
Although Hannah did almost, because she started talking about burying the dead.
Oh, well, of course. How can you not?
Oh.
Yeah. What a great way to end the show. Remember to bury your dead so you don't get hung.
Bring out your dead! I have neighbors and I'm yelling.
But until next week, guys, may the force be with you always.